Hello again. Thank you very much for joining us once again on the program. So more than 250 people have been left homeless after a fire had spread through an informal settlement in Grabouw in the Overberg. The fire broke out at the Elgin Fruit Juices factory and it spread to the adjacent Gaffley's transport services and then moved across the road to the Waterworks informal settlement. Extensive damage, we understand, was caused to the factory. Atule Joka is on standby for us there on the latest. Atule, very good morning to you. Thanks indeed for your time. Has there been any help that has been forthcoming for those left devastated by this fire?
Well, indeed, Griselda, these are the questions that we are here to ascertain and also to get to the bottom of as to what recourse and also how are people going to be rescued and be afforded a place of shelter. The municipal officials are here. We'll be asking those questions. But as we understand, the reports suggest that yesterday at about 1:45, a fire broke out at Elgin Juice Factory before it spread over to Transport Services Department. This Elgin Juice Factory is just a stone throw away from here, Griselda. Then the fire jumped over to this informal settlement that we are at right about now, and we understand that over 50 informal structures were razed down to the ground and people are left destitute at this moment. I was speaking to one of the ladies here. I asked if she was affected and she told me that this place that we are standing at right now, it was her house, her structure was right about here. But we will speak to them to try and ascertain what has happened and also what form of help they are needing. If I can also just move just back a bit to try and speak to Umama. If you can come forward, Mama. Talk to us. Benthetha nawe earlier on usithi nawe indlu yakho bilapha. Cela usicacisele ibindawo indlu yakho naye lo mlilo uqale njani nje? Akubambe lo mbobo.
Indlu yami yole. Lendlu umlilo uqale efruit juice apho usuke khona uba ngaba wewuze kanjani apha ndithe ndifika mina bendingekho bendiseKapa emntaneni esibhedlela xa ndifikayo ndafika sekusitsha izinto seziwe phansi singasakwazi kwa ukhupha kwanto khange ndikhuphe kwanto nabanye omeza bamkhange bakhuphe akho kwanto esizikhuphileyo into esiye saba nomnqa ngayo yokokuba uceba khange simbone kuyinto yonke yeyenzeka akhange simbone uceba umuntu osiye sambona ku-ward committee uceba yena khange simbone siye saliba nomnqa kuba inoba uyena uphi kule ntlekele yenzekileyo ingaka.
Griselda, one of the residents, just explaining that she lost everything in that fire. And also, uye wathini ke mama, uye walala phi ke ngokizolo emveni koba uphulekene nento yonke?
Ulala kwam ndiye ndacela kumntu ondicele kuye indawo yolala. Ndilele khona ke nabantwana bam kuba ndinabantwana abaninzi nefamily yam siye sayolala kuloo ndawo kube sileli nje ke kuba ke anangubo nantoni siye salala qha sabole kwingubo abanye balele bengumbathanga.
Mhlambe ubawela uncedo lunjani?
Ndicela yonke into endinothi ndincedwe ngayo into ezinjengo ngendlu yam ndikwazi uba ndihlale kuyo nezinto kokuba sincedakale kuba asincedakali apha eGrabouw sincedakale into nangezindlu kanje ukwenzela into kokuba sizokwazi uba sikhuseleke kuba ngoku asikhuselekanga ngoku xa sihlala kula matyotyombe nanini na singafela kula matyotyombe.
Okay, thank you so much. Griselda, that was one of the residents just explaining the living conditions here, saying they are asking for and appealing for better services, saying the informal structures that they are living in are hazardous and could cause any harm at any moment. And also explaining that she lost everything in that fire that erupted here yesterday. She could not salvage any of her items and she had to go and ask for a place to sleep from some of their friends, and also explaining that she has a lot of kids, so some of them had to sleep without even have blankets over their heads. But as we try to get to the bottom of this, I'll also try and speak to some of the ward committee members, the committee leaders here. Icela nje usixelele mhlambe ba ithini nje into ngokukweleni icala njengabantu abazinkokheli mhlambe apha ekuhlaleni.
Okay, as inkokheli zasekuhlaleni sa-engage umasipala uzamile unceda ngoko anakho ingubo ukutya neendawo zolala kwabo bafuna ukunceda indawo zolala.
So abantu banazi indawo zolala because besithetha nomama ngokisithi yena uyolala kubahlungu.
Ya ikhona indawo kuthiwa yi-soul food. Kuthiwe kwathiwa abantu mabamuvele kuyo abafunayo ukukuya. So abanye bafuna baya bayolala khona apho kulo soul food.
Mhlawumbi ithini isisombululo salento?
Isisombululo salento kuba abantu bafuna uncedo, ukutya, iblankets okwangoku. Izindlu ziyeza zona zalandela izindlu eziba epromisile umasipala ngazo.
Okay. Christilda, one of the community ward leaders, just talking to us about some of the plans to try and rescue people and help them, saying, of course, they've been in engagements with the municipality to try and help people with food items and also blankets and a shelter at a certain hall. But I will bring in the mayor as well to try and talk to us. Mayor, we were speaking to Mama, one of the residents here, saying she has a lot of children and she was living in this informal structure. She had to go and ask for help from some of the family members or family friends. Just talk to us about the devastation of this fire and how are you looking to help people around here?
Yeah, it was very, very devastating when we were on the ground from yesterday, and I used my executive powers to call upon the JOC, the Joint Operation Committee, to sit down and deal with this issue. We assist the people and make places available for them to sleep, but unfortunately, as we know, people rather go to families for assistance, and from last night until now, we are preparing starter kits to bring to the people and food to bring for the people. There was an outcry from the community also to assist the people, and I appreciate it very much.
According to your registers, how many people are affected now? And
around about 66 households places were burned down like this. So that is our first priority, to assist our people that they can build their houses again.
Do we know the cause of the fire, how it broke out at the stage?
I don't want to speculate, but there will be a police report coming out, and then we will deal with it when we get the report.
But maybe for now, any preliminary reports and on the status of the damage from the factory to the transport services department there and also here?
Unfortunately, I haven't got that information now.
And also, what is the long-term plan now for the residents going forward? What are they going to do?
You know, this is a housing project. This is the first informal settlement in Grabouw. And we as the new coalition government, this is one of our priorities to have a success with this housing project. We are sitting down and plan how we can change this to a formal housing project.
So for now, what is the plan for now?
No, for now we just had to assist them and that they can build their houses again, and then we will see how we can assist them further on also.
That is like informal structures or temporary structures?
Yeah, it's informal structures. To give them the starter kits. We pull out the starter kits from all the other towns to come and assist with these people, to give them the starter kits.
For the benefit of those who do not know the starter kits, can you elaborate on that?
The starter kits is 6 zincs and 6 poles, and then that other poles also to assist, but it's not a full house. So we also had to go and look in our yards for extra zinc and see how we can assist them. We will actually use our trucks to assist them to clean up. The digger will come in just now to start to assist them to clean up. But we will, I can promise the people, we will see that they are comfortable where they are currently when we are finished with them.
When are we planning to do this time frame?
This week we will, you know, people like now, they start to build their houses, and we have to assist what they need from now on till they are finished. Time frame, around about a week, everything will be restored. Tomorrow the power will come in as soon as the structures are finished. We already engaged with ESCOM. This is an ESCOM area.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mayor. Can you confirm your names?
Karel Papier, the executive mayor.
Well, Crusader, that was Mr. Karel Papil, Executive Mayor of the Waterworks, committing that they will be giving people informal or starter kits by the end of this week so that they can start to rebuild their lives. But if I can just step out of the shot, and also maybe if I can ask the resident to just give us a bit of a space for you to see what is happening here. As you can see, as with most in most instances where fire informal settlements have been erased down, you always see people the next day trying to rebuild, trying to catch the remnants of what is left to try and rebuild their informal housing. So you can see people raking there, trying to put together what they can, starting to clean their houses. But also the executive mayor has committed that they will come with the TLBs to try and help up in this clean-up campaign. But the people are already on the ground to try and salvage what is left and also to try and rebuild and also get back their structures to where they are. But at this stage, the community members, some of them are saying they do not have anywhere to go, and the municipality committing that they will be helping the people. We'll try and speak to more of the people to get the sense of what is exactly happening here, Griselda. From myself and my colleague Alif Griselda.
All right, Atule, just before we let you go, I mean, what is the response from the community that is standing right there behind you about what the executive mayor is saying? He says by the end of the week, those starter packs will be provided. It's quite chilly from what I'm gathering with the way that you're dressed and those who are trying to salvage what they can at the back of you there. Are they satisfied with this? Do they believe that those who are supposed to assist are doing so with the necessary speed?
Well, that was a very important, Griselda, because earlier on we did speak to some of the residents to say they were really worried because yesterday the municipality did come to take some of their names, but up to the stage no feedback was given to them, so they were wondering what is happening. But I guess I should go back to them again to try and ascertain to get their view on what the mayor has committed to as to what what is their standpoint, what is their viewpoint about what is happening at this stage, because they were complaining that when that came through yesterday, when their names were taken, they had not, no one came back to them to try and speak to them. So we'll try and get the community members to come and speak to them, to speak to us about what the mayor has committed. Complain ubana mhlambi kuthathwe amagama izolo akabikho into yenzekayo bendimbuza sodolophu ngokuba yintoni azayenza ukuzama ukubana babe nendawo uthi uzawuza nezitata kits kungaphela leveki kwenzela abantu bonke mhlambi siyafuna ukuva nje bathi luncedo bathi ngamazinge namaplanga nendoni siyafuna ukuva kweleni icala mhlambi ithini nje eyenu izimvo yaye kwenzeke nje
sinqwenela namhlanje sinikwe ezinto sakhe nezulu linje sakhe okungaphelanga sigqibezela ngomso umasipala walapha uyasibhidisa ezingqondweni ngoba unika amazinga amathandathu amazinga amathandathu awaneli endlini ngoku loo nto makungene urhulumente ngoba ungako bakhe asincede umasipala njengoba sithole zendlu zingaka nje apha makathathe inani lezindlu awugqiba amazingi endlu angabi mathandathu ngoba amazinga amathandathu liphatha lodwa ecaleni kwathwana sicela asincede urhulumente bangurhulumente wokwenyani
mhlambe izintoni
ezindlu azizitsheleyo makasenzele inceba sitshele izindlu apha and asinandawo zolala makasenzele inceba siyacela.
Bendithetha nabo besithi kukhona indawo abazenzile izishelter yaye bazile nazo nengubo notati ward committee naye engqinile lona sithi abantu basiwe kwezo ndawo banikwa nokutya ndiyafuna mhlawumbi
khawungene ke mntakasefa khawungene
mntakwethu ndiyavuma usizisele ingubo kodwa ingubo azoneli mntakwethu ingubo sibane endlini ingubo enye umuntu oyi-1 ayingeke yenze into lonto ayenzi mahluko ne umasipala uba ngabe unonceda ebantwini makaze straight direct asincede kuba awunokwazi even wena masipala wena yourself uphile ngube ulala ngube yi-1 kuphela ewe ndiyavuna ne-orange elinye
Well, Griselda, this is the view from some of the residents saying the help or the items that are being provided by the municipality are not enough. They are saying the starter kits, which the mayor was explaining to us, that they will give them some items to try and rebuild. They are saying they are being given 6 corrugated iron sheets and also some few of the wooden structures to try and rebuild. They are saying that is not enough. And also the municipality did say that they were supplying blankets and food and the shelter. They are saying they are giving them 1 blanket per family. They are saying also that is not enough as well. That is one thing we also will try and get back to the mayor. I see he has gone somewhere for now, but I do have maybe the spokesperson from the municipality. If you do want to chip in, just from the residents, we're speaking to them now. Wilfred, they are saying the starter kits, okay, we'll speak to the municipal manager. They're saying that the starter kits are not enough because you provide them with 6 corrugated items such as zincs and wooden, which may not be enough for them to rebuild. And also they are complaining with the item that you're giving them. They're saying 1 blanket per family is also not enough. Just your take on that.
So that is correct in saying that we are providing only that amount of building material structures. However, the municipality is went beyond our duty to assist the residents. The responsibilities has been taken away by the national government across all municipalities in the country. They're no longer giving the grant. Now, the Waterworks municipality, knowing that this will happen, made contingency arrangements to keep it in stock in a case of an emergency like this, that we can help the people. So we call on the national government to also assist us. The housing material comes from them and not from the municipality, but the executive mayor and the deputy mayor has ordered yesterday that we must make extraordinary arrangements to come and help in this regard. So notwithstanding that, what we have also done, we have pulled from our town stores blankets and materials which are on the way, and we have also got activated SASA to be coming out after we've conducted the assessment and we get all the beneficiaries been validated, and Home Affairs will also come moving tomorrow to help so that we can also assist with social relief of the stress. And the Gift of the Givers is moving in this afternoon, providing meals today and tomorrow, and they will then support the municipality on Monday with extra building material as well as household contents, clothing and other materials.
Okay, is this a commitment and something we can hold you to account, that you are promising that you will ramp up your intervention plans with the municipality? You will add on what you were supplying them initially?
So what I've indicated, it's a bit difficult. We are a B municipality, a local municipality. Some of the functions are not with us, it's at the district municipality. But the executive mayor exercised his executive powers yesterday to immediately activate the Joint Operations Centre, calling everybody in, and to make funding available that we can provide building material, mattresses, blankets, as well as food supplies to these people. So as we speak, the arrangements are at foot, it's underway, and we are waiting for the delivery to happen within the next few hours.
So what message are you going to be communicating to the community members then? What message are you going to be communicating to the community members then?
What we want to tell the community is that the Waterworks municipality is in charge of the situation. The fire happened just before 2 o'clock. Within less than an hour, the entire executive leadership and the politicians of the mayoral committee was on site to give the assurance that we are accelerating everything and pulling out all stops to ensure that we provide the necessary support and assistance to the community that were affected in this incident.
Thank you so much, Wilfred. Well, that is Wilfred, spokesperson from the Waterworks municipality, just making some of the commitments there. Griselda saying they will try and facilitate that job operations center to try and see if they can ramp up those operations and the intervention plans to the community members, saying of course there's not enough budget to try and cater for situations such as these, but they will try to get the regional municipality to also come in to help. I also posed the question to him, how are they going to facilitate and also communicate that message with the community members, because sometimes what is being said on paper or to the TV screens and what people actually got on the ground, sometimes there's always a disparity there. So we'll try and monitor the story as we go along and possibly maybe get back here in a week's time to see what has happened.
And I certainly know that you will be monitoring that situation for us. Thank you very much. much indeed. SABC News reporter Atule Joka monitoring that situation for us, where more than 250 people left displaced by a fire there.